My name is Tricia Thompson. I'm 62 years old, and I was first diagnosed with breast cancer in 2000. I had a lumpectomy, and I did one round of chemotherapy, which I felt nearly killed me. It was really hard on me. I was very sick. And I went 6 years and had a recurrence. At that point, I had a mastectomy, and a year later, I had another nodule. And less than a year after that, I began to grow more tumors at the site of the mastectomy. They got bad very quickly. They were fairly large, got to the point where they were bleeding and oozing and had a bad odor, and I was at a place where I felt like there was no hope. I didn't know what more treatment to do. I had pretty much done what I had been told to do, and I was still very, very sick. I was losing weight. I had lost energy. I was very weak. Had a lot of very bad pain, so bad I could barely stand it. And then I heard about Euromed, and Euromed was sort of a last hope for me. It was like, if they can't help me, I think I'm probably not going to make it. But I came here, and the thing that struck me the most when I first talked to the doctors here was that there was hope. For the first time, I had talked to a lot of doctors before, and no one gave me hope until I came here, and they gave me hope when I came here, which was like a drink of cold water for somebody who'd been in the desert for a while. I was very glad to have some hope. And I began treatment with low-dose, high-frequency chemotherapy, along with vitamin therapy and immune-boosting therapy, which made a lot of sense to me because I know chemotherapy is really tough on your immune system, and you need your immune system to get well. So I was very thankful for that part of it. And also the low-dose, high-frequency chemo agreed with me much better than traditional high-dose chemo. I was not sick at all with the low-dose. A little bit tired occasionally, but I never, ever was sick with this, which was amazing to me. I began to see results almost immediately. The tumors began to shrink. They were quite large, to the point where I had a hard time putting my arm down. I had tumors under my arm and on my chest. It was painful to wear clothes. I didn't have the strength to lift anything. Couldn't lift my grandchildren, which broke my heart. Couldn't hug anybody, which is awful when you're married and have grandchildren. But immediately, almost, I began to see results. My energy began to return within just a few weeks, and the tumors began to shrink almost immediately. I felt like after even one treatment, I was beginning to see a difference. The tumors began to shrink within a little while. The bleeding and the oozing, one of the doctors here got me some medicine for the openness of that, and that helped tremendously, and that began to go away. The energy began to come back. The pain began to leave. My markers were very high when I came. Now, I am pretty much back to normal. My markers are within a few points of normal. My energy level is great. I feel wonderful. In fact, the trip we had to cancel last year because I was so sick, we were able to we've just gone to Hawaii, so I'm so nice and tan. And we had a wonderful time. I even went boogie boarding on the ocean. It was great. I had the energy. I feel like a normal, healthy person. I have my life back, and I'm so thankful for that. Euromed is a place of great hope. All of the staff here, the doctors, nurses, even the people at the front desk are so encouraging and so positive. When you're very, very sick, you need that desperately. You need someone to give you hope. And I'm so very grateful that they were very attentive. They've been very attentive about monitoring my blood work and all of that to make sure that I'm getting healthier and healthier all the time. So it's just been a very positive experience for me.